We've got another question. This is another one of my questions, but you talked about adding some constriction to your vocal tract, and so the question is, when you say add constriction in your throat, is this the same or similar? And this is a word that's understood differently in different methodologies, but same or similar to the word twang. And we have the twang, the narrowing of the epiglottis towards the arytenoids and the epilarynx. Or are you, so is that the kind of narrowing you are doing, or are you talking about more pharyngeal narrowing, or both?
Now, what I'm talking about is narrowing the ventricular folds. And this is related to constriction of pharyngeal constriction, but it's not connected to the movement of the epiglottis.
Okay.
But it sounds like twang, how it's in the way it's defined in CVT, for example.
Yeah.
So, but it's what they call twang is usually a combination of the movement of the vocal cords. They can move in this way, or they can have a shorter opening time. And this is called the rising the closed quotient. And this is done by the muscles in the vocal cords.
Mm-hmm.
And then in overtone singing, I used this ha 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 ha, bringing my muscle energy from the vocal cords. But I lower the energy of the fundamental by moving my ventricular folds in. And this sounds like what little children do when they are whining, so like
yeah. Yes, okay. That, for me, that answers the question. But it's fascinating that you say you're thinking of really bringing the ventricular folds, the false vocal folds, a little bit closer together. Have you observed, is this a narrowing all the way around, or is it more really the horizontal or lateral narrowing, side to side, or front to back, or is it both?
I can show you a video of it. One moment.
Because I mean, just for me personally, when I use the term twang to describe narrowing in the vocal tract, and then I'm really specific about the sound of the epiglottis arytenoid narrowing. You know, when you go so there's that narrowing, but then there's the that's more of a squeezing type narrowing. And you demonstrated today for the overtone singing the pharyngeal tuning as well. So yeah, what were you going to show us there on the video?
One moment. So what you see here is this is the back wall of the pharynx. This is the epiglottis, and this is the glottis.
Mm-hmm.
And the white thing here these are the vocal cords. And now you see the false vocal cords here and here, moving a little bit over the vocal cords.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But at the same time, I have a little constriction here of the aryepiglottic folds.
Mm-hmm.
and the cartilage is moving together a little bit. In the Mongolian style of overtone singing, these what is it called? Arytone cartilage.
Yeah,
Is
arytenoid, yeah.
is completely moving towards the epiglottis and making a little valve then. So these are constricted in Mongolian singing, and in Western overtone singing, these are constricted here.
Yeah, you can definitely see that narrowing there, and it's really interesting that you point out that it's clear you've got this sideways of the narrowing as well. So it looks like it's both. It looks like a little square in there in a way. I like this video a lot because it also shows really clearly how your tongue is moving the epiglottis
Mm-hmm.
and the back of the tongue. I think that's fascinating. Very cool. Thank you for that, Wolfgang.